With all this commotion surrounding the recent Masters Olympia, you have to ask the question, do we really need a Masters Olympia? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, with all this craziness regarding the Masters Olympia, accusations being thrown and all that, you got to look at it and ask yourself, do we need a Masters Olympia? Now, I consider myself a somewhat nostalgic person, and back in the 90s, used to watch the Masters Olympia, and I enjoyed the Masters Olympia. Back then, you had the likes of former Mr. Olympia, Chris Dickerson, you have Lou Ferrigno, you got the Robbie Robinsons, you got the Sonny Schmitz, Boyacos, and Danny Padillas, and I'm trying to think of a couple more names quickly. I think we've seen Samir Bannout in the Masters Olympia. We had the Vince Taylors. There was a time when there was a Masters Olympia, and you look at the lineup, and you knew every one of those names on the lineup. They were all highly competitive bodybuilders in their day. Most, if not all of them, that we saw on the stage at the Masters Olympias back in the 90s were on the Olympia stage. Like I said, we had former Mr. Olympias. I know for sure Chris Dickerson was in the Masters Olympia, and I'm almost certain Samir Bannout was in a Masters Olympia. It was exciting. There was a reason to watch it. You're getting an opportunity again to see the favorite bodybuilders from a previous era, some of them not from the same era as the others, and they're on stage together and they're competing. It was great. I don't remember when it disappeared for a number of years, then it resurfaced for a couple of years. We had Dexter Jackson winning one of them, and I don't remember who won the other, and then disappeared again. Now, over the last couple of years, over the last few Masters Olympias, we've been having it every other year, and that's the plan from this point forward, to have it every other year. I don't remember last year's lineup. Not last year's, not this previous Masters Olympia, the one before that from 2 years ago. I don't remember the lineup, but I do remember there were 3 or 4 named bodybuilders in the lineup. This Masters Olympia, the only names I recognized in the lineup were the ones with all the controversy around, Phil Clahar and Dorian Hayward. Dorian Hayward was never on the Olympia stage. Phil Clahar was on the Olympia stage. You kind of could say by default, when he got his Olympic qualification, it might not be so much that he won it, but the guy he beat lost it. Hassan Mustafa. We all know, well, most of us know his story. Ton of muscle, just has a problem bringing in conditioning. It shows glimpses of it at times, but he went up against Hassan Mustafa, and it was one of his shows where he just didn't bring conditioning at all. And the truth of the matter was, if Hassan was in decent conditioning, Phil Kahar wouldn't have stood a chance. So I think he kind of won it by default. What's the purpose of having it? You don't have anybody in there that I know, and that most of the fans out there know. And listening to some of the people in the industry on some of the videos of some of these channels, they don't even know who the hell these people were in the lineup. What is the purpose of having it? In my opinion, unless we find a way to get competitors on a master stage that were top-level competitors at one point in time, and we were able to get them back on stage again to compete against each other, then it would have some value to it, I think. But to do that, you gotta have money. Gotta have money also. These guys, plain and simple, are not gonna get on stage. Brandon Curry, it wasn't worth it for him. There was no real monetary incentive for people like him to step on that stage. It was talk that he was going to be in his past Masters Olympia, and they're not going to get the money for it, plain and simple. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I consider myself somewhat of a nostalgic person, and if we could have a Masters Olympia that was truly a Masters Olympia, I would love to see it, but it's not going to happen. I don't think we need, the way it is now, I don't think we need a Masters Olympia. I said in other videos, I think there's a few other divisions out there now that we really should get rid of also. And that's another story. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video, please let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.